Yo, thank you, mate, man. Thank you, man. For Life Fire, what's up? Yo, what up, Mr. M? Long time no see, bro. Do you guys have a mewing routine? Do you guys mew? We were talking about, okay, since we were talking about sugar fasting. Have you guys heard of that? Where you get all your calories for the day from fruit sugar. You do that for like 5 days, and then 2 days you do protein because not relying on your body weight, you need 500 grams of protein a week. 500 grams of protein every 7 days. So 5 days of the week, you get 3,000 calories from sugar, from fructose. And then two days of the week, you get your calories from protein. The meaning of life, find God, bro. Seek God and his kingdom. Yo, we're almost done. I gotta pee. You don't know where God is? God is with you. Always. Emmanuel. I know that struggle, Akita. I know that struggle a little too well. That's why I can recognize the good in you, regardless. We might have to hop off this path and take a leak. They haven't taken care of the tree yet. Still am, bro. Why would I ever quit being a troll? Trolls can do so much good. I thought you knew I was a troll. That's why you were a fan. We already passed it. We'll pass it again for one last time. You gotta wait. Do I live in Ohio? I live in Naples, Italy. I will when we get to the Eagle. It only makes sense when I'm by the Eagle. I need a mount that doesn't have so much motion. Wow, so I drank that pineapple juice before the walk, and I had to pee so bad. I haven't experienced that in the months that I've been walking. I think it's 2 months now. The months that I've been walking, I haven't had to pee like that. I mean, I had to go. So, I don't know. Zvik, have you heard of that? That diet? It's called sugar fasting, where you get your calories from like fructose for 5 days and then you protein load for 2 days. Have you heard of that? Some famous like muscle guy did it, and it like saved his life. Where the dude eats nothing but watermelon and pineapple. The EINC guy He basically called it when it happened. I don't know how, but he called it. I muted the mic and everything. Probably hacked my phone and saw my front-facing camera. Or I guess my rear-facing camera, I don't know. Bro. Well, they've done studies, and apparently they found that it helps stop and slow down diabetes, type 1 and type 2. And it's like a way for your body to like burn more body fat. You saw the deployment. Bro, tell me something only I would know. Tell me something. How's come you have Discord and you're not in my Discord? If you don't have Discord, then someone's impersonating you. Seed oils, like, is olive oil's a seed oil technically. I like olive oil. Yeah, I was in that Discord too when it was 365s, but then I left because it got a little too wild in there for my Puritan eyes. So I left. No, that's not what I mean. Yeah, that's exactly how that interaction went. I know that, but if you have, like, how's come you're the only one? You were lurking. You were lurking, and you're the only one that commented, and it was exactly the moment it was happening. Are you my FBI agent, bro? Yeah, the fruitarian diet is pretty bad for teeth. Yeah. Good morning, Cam MA. My beard was twitching. Yeah, I wasn't walking. How's come no one else noticed? I expected someone else to be like, yo, it's happening or whatever. And then some lurker comes in here with some username I've never seen. Bro. I like how everyone else is engaging with the stream just fine, and you're lurking. You're like me, bro. You're just like a lurker, and then when the weirdest possible thing occurs, that's when you engage. That's just like me, bro. You're my FBI agent. You're mimicking my behavior. You have to be my FBI agent, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, well, we finished our walk. So the world is our oyster. Another cloudy day in Naples, Italy. You can hear the church bells ringing. Well, I turned the front-facing camera on like 10 minutes before. That's why it was super sneaky. I was super sneaky. And you're the only one that caught on or that wants to admit it. No, Sveek, I'm not going to try the diet. I'm worried for the guy doing it. I'm legit worried for the guy doing it. He's the guy who was giving me like weightlifting advice 2 years ago when I was weightlifting, or last year when I was weightlifting. No, that was 2 years ago. Because last year was my mental breakdown. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Where did you come from? Dude, if I'm ever in Australia, I'm gonna let you know. Did I burp? Yeah, I guess like he had heart problems and the doctors thought he was crazy for going to an all fruit diet. He eats nothing but pineapple and watermelon. Dude, I haven't seen him in so long. I know he's been posting like acoustic guitar covers on YouTube, but I haven't seen him in the chat in a long time. I haven't commented over there because I see he has fans that I didn't want to bother or like make them leave him. So I've been silent. Yo, dude. I mean, I doubt that'll happen, but if I do, you will be the first to know. Besides me, of course. I want to see some of those insects you guys have. Those centipedes. Those spiders. I want to see some of those. I'll eat them. Especially those centipedes, man. I'll eat them. No, you shouldn't. Smoking's bad for you. Day drinking is fine in moderation, as long as you don't get drunk. Well, you guys just have like the hardcore version. Dude, even kangaroos are hardcore. I don't think that's blown out of proportion. Even kangaroos are hardcore, man. Dude, if we had kangaroos around here, they'd be beating up the deer. They'd be beating up everything. I mean, they pretty much look like a deer, but on their hind legs. And they're a marsupial. So, like, without a doubt in my mind, I know they would be like punching the deer right in the face. .00. .00, Sveig. .00, buddy. I can't believe there's only 5 likes and there's 9 people. Watch, we're gonna be down to 4 people because I said that. Bunch of AI bots. Can't stand looking at my hands. They think I'm Elon Musk. What's BAC? Blood alcohol content. She wanna hop in the Rari. You guys hear the new snippet, Alive? This whole beef between Ye and Playboi Carti, where they both have different versions of the same song. It's like some weird rollout. They're like synchronized their rollout together because they love each other so much. Because they did that album together and they made everyone feel like, hey, we're not going to do it. We hate each other. And then now they're doing this and they're going to release the album and it's going to blow people's minds like, whoa! None of them work. Oh, man. I heard there was one, but yeah, he's going after Top Dog. People want Kendrick to get involved and face off against Joey. You like that song about his cousin? World War III, that's a good little Dave Blunt AI album. But Bully is better. And Ye's recent tweets from this morning sounds like we're in another Donda / Jesus is King era. He's thanking God for forgiving him, and he forgives everyone, and he's dropping anti-Semitism, and I don't know. We could be back. Don't want to speak too soon, but we could be back. Converge. Nothing, man. I don't idolize Ye. I just think that what he has, like, okay. To me, Ye is relatable. to me, because I've always been the guy that, like, I've been misunderstood. I've always been the guy that would say things without meaning them and, like, without knowing the consequences of what I say, because for some strange reason, I've always believed that words don't mean anything. So ever since I was a kid, I would say the stupidest stuff I could to get a reaction out of people, even if I didn't believe in it. So, like, in that sense, it's relatable because I can see where he's coming from. Like, does that make sense? Is he bipolar, though? Is bipolar even a real thing? Dude, Converge is dead. Jake Bannon, he's writing on Substack. Kurt Ballow produces other music in his studio. Converge keeps re-releasing albums. Some ducks. They keep re-releasing albums. I don't believe a word he says, though. I don't feel like he believes what he says. Like, okay, so, like, I was always that friend in the group that would do stuff just for the reaction, or say things just for the reaction. Like, in public, like, I'd be completely disrespectful to everyone around me for, like, laughs, and I would get the laughs. Like, that's what sucks about it, is like when you get the laughs, when you get that affirmation or the confirmation, that makes it worse, because then you want to do more. And that's like, you see a lot of people, like, saying just ignore him, because that's the only way to let him fall off. Well, our church music, we don't have, like, contemporary worship. We have, like, old school traditional hymnal worship. We have a piano player and a song leader, and it's like hymns that I sang, like, when I was a kid, from the hymn book. They're like, okay, so, like, when I was a teenager, I used to go to a lot of local shows, and they had, like, in the Midwest, it was really big for, like, Christian hardcore, like Norma Jean, Me Without You, The Chariot used to be, like, a whole bunch of, like, Christian hardcore bands. Zayo. And, like, music's hard because it leads me down a road of temptation. I see that. Got about 30 minutes until we get to the lake. Sorry for the delay. Got about 30 minutes until we get to the lake. What if I just kept walking and I walked into the lake and then I just submerged into the lake and I never got out? No, it's not temptation to bang my head. It's like to live a certain lifestyle. It like triggers me. It's like music is like a trigger, man. It's weird. It's kind of hard to explain. I got to be careful what I listen to, music-wise, because even if I listen to like screaming stuff, it still puts me, it doesn't put me like in an aggressive, bad attitude. It's just like, it's almost like a manic episode where like I get a rush of really good feelings. So then everything else around me is just kind of like bleh. And then I can't feed those good feelings. Like it goes away, like no matter what. Like the heavy music just really makes me feel really good. But then it wears off. And then I just crave more and more and more and more and more. And there's never enough. And then there's like a crash. That's the best way I can explain it. I can't believe we still only have 5 likes. We've been talking, we've been entertaining. What is all this foam? What is all this foam? Yikes. Those ducks put this foam here. Yeah, dude. But like the feeling you get from it is almost euphoric. Like it's like, for me at least, it's manic. Good morning. Do I still believe in video games? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. I still like Isaac. There's some updates coming, and if I can ever figure out my PC version to work with my controller, then I can kind of get an early head start on that. I've been playing some Tetris too. Well, dude, yeah, still on Linux and Mac OS. No, I don't feel like Isaac mocks Christianity. My personal relationship with Isaac, like the reason I took a break was because I felt like I was worshiping Isaac when I should have been devoting more of my time to God or my relationship with God. So like, I grew up kind of religious, accept Jesus Christ into my heart as my personal savior. And it was legit, and I was baptized, but then I wasn't really taught what to do next. And I'm not saying that's anybody's fault, but I just didn't learn. I didn't learn what to do next. So I kind of started living for the world instead of serving Jesus. And I lived for the world for 22 years. And it finally caught up to me. I just thought I could ignore Jesus, ignore God, live my own way. And the crazy part about all of that is that God never left me. God was patient with me. And to me, that's how I know God's real, is because he allowed me to break down last year. To get to the lowest I've ever been. Like, God never stopped blessing me throughout those 22 years. I just didn't recognize it, and he still didn't stop. Like, the mercy and the compassion and the patience from God, and like the example that leads, like that sets an example to follow. And like that's where I'm at now, is like trying to follow that example and be that way with everyone around me. It's hard sometimes, man. A lot of the times it's easy. With certain people, it's really easy to do. It's really easy to like be forgiving and compassionate, but there's some people, you know, they just get on your nerves, like for whatever reason, and those are the ones that you should give extra grace and patience to. And it's hard. I'm struggling, but I'm still trying. Yeah, thank you, AA. I appreciate you. Dude, I don't know, man. Dude, I still remember when you got banned from Ultimate Rich, and then he tried to ban, like, I think he left, I think he quit being friends with me because of you. And I don't even care. Like he came into my chat, or you came into my chat, and he banned you, and I unbanned you, and then he kind of just quit talking to me. There's never been an explanation why or this or that, and I think it's because of that stream. Maybe it was a buildup of other things, like maybe he just didn't like my attitude because I was kind of harsh sometimes when we would get like talking about our opinions. But here's some geese. They're gonna fly away because someone's riding on an ATV. Oh, there's baby geese. There's baby geese. They're gonna get mad. Do you guys see the babies? You see the babies? If this isn't content, I quit streaming. I'm quitting. I'm quitting. Look at the babies. Look at the babies. No, just online. No, it's just online. It's no worry, man. I ain't worried about it. Because like I said, it's probably just my attitude too, because our interactions, we would get heated sometimes with our opinions, and he didn't really like my opinions on Isaac, so You guys see the babies? I just stepped in a bunch of goose poo. Bunch of goose poo. Hop on the boat. I'm on a boat with T-Pain. Lonely Island, T-Pain. I'm on a boat. Poseidon, look at me. Got a low battery. We got a low battery. We got a low battery. I need to get a charging cable that's got an L. Need a charging cable that's got an L. No, dude, you're lying. You're lying. You do remember. You have to remember. Bro, it was one of the funniest things that's ever happened. You went to his stream, started trolling him. He banned you from his stream. And then when he was done streaming, he came to my stream, saw you, and immediately banned you. Yeah, Rich from Review Tech. Yeah. Okay, we have juice. The charger isn't wanting to stay on. My whole stream dropped out when I decided to tell that story. Okay, buddy. You don't remember going to Ultimate Rich's live stream, trolling him, and then he banned you from his stream, and then he ended his stream and started watching my stream, and you said something jokingly to Oracle, and then he banned you, and then I said, why'd you ban him? And then he told me it was because you were being a troll, and then I unbanned you. Oh yeah, he banned me last year, like before my breakdown. Oh yeah, he banned me. He talked smack to me. Called me a drunk loser. Yeah, he called me a drunk loser because I video called in and tried to defend Michael, I think, towards the divide, and Muhammad. After I paid for the list, after I paid to expose the list, and I was on the list, yeah, it's pretty wild times. We haven't really walked over here. I guess we could try to do another lap. I don't know if the stream's gonna cut out and freeze though. If the stream freezes, then I'm gonna be a little perturbed. No, I told you the story again because I believed you. I told you the story again. Don't make me say it a fourth time, bro. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. He wanted to leave. He can leave. That's fine. I don't. He's come back since then. But we just aren't, you know. He's kind of doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. It's all good. I know, Robert. I remember, Robert. You were there, man. Of course you were there. Of course. I was wondering when you were going to chime in. You just let me dig my hole deeper. I got you. Phone's getting wet. Dude's cutting wood in the rain. Could never be me. Whoa, an old tube television without the screen and everything. Without the tubes. Been walking for 2 hours. Starting to feel it now. Starting to feel it. I don't understand like nutrition and stuff. Like maybe it's because I'm not doing my workouts. I didn't think that was what was like making me lose all that weight. I lost 30 pounds. When I was working out 2 years ago, I lost 30 pounds. Like I leaned up. I almost looked too skinny. And I thought it was because of all the walking. Because Sveek was telling me that it was eating my gains. So I thought I lost all that weight from walking. Dude, it was from working out. Well, like I'm not losing weight now. I'm doing like push-ups and leg lifts, sets of 15. But I'm not using like free weights, or I'm not benching anymore. But I'm walking a lot, dude. Like at least 7.5 kilometers a day in the morning. Not to mention the 2.5 I get while I'm at work. Eat heavy, lift heavy. Bro, I was eating a lot. I was eating a lot and I still lost all that weight, man. Like I don't know if I gained muscle or if I just leaned up, you know what I mean? Like, because I lost so much weight. It's like I basically lost my body fat. Dude, I ate a whole bunch and I was still losing weight. I couldn't eat anymore. I felt like I was forcing my face, and then it started costing money. Like trying to lose some weight by going on walks, and it's not working. I'm gonna have to start lifting weights again. But then I'm gonna have to start eating more because I'm already like, dude, I've been eating frozen yogurt every night just so I didn't lose a whole bunch of weight again from the walks. Yeah, I don't know. This guy at work, he's starting this new diet, and it's like, I like what I'm doing. I'm eating like 3 or 4 eggs a day, a 1/4 pound of beef, you know, a 1/4 of a can of lentils. I've been eating some dates this week. Been trying to eat either nuts or berries. Calorie, yeah, no gains. Okay. But dude, I was force eating myself. I was forcefully feeding myself, dude. Forcefully feeding myself. Like I did not like to eat because I was like forcing it. So cute. Yeah, I don't think that was it because I wasn't too light when I broke down. I quit working out after I got my tattoo so it could heal and I didn't scar it. And then I just kind of never picked the routine back up. I easily could. I want to start working out again, but I just can't because for some reason in my mind, would it be okay to work out after my walk? I thought that ideally I would want to walk after my workout. Shouldn't I walk after my workout? Or does it not matter? Am I just thinking dumb? That's your cue, Sveek. It's your cue to answer. What else do I pay you for? I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that, bro. So you're saying it wouldn't be a bad thing for me to go home and work out after my walk? That would be like, now I'm picking up the pace. I gotta get brisk. Brisk, baby, that's brisk, baby. You guys remember the Brisk commercials? It's kind of like Celebrity Deathmatch. Those like claymation brisk iced tea commercials. Well, cardio drains your glycogen stores, I think, is why they say after. So I was thinking like, if I'm walking, if I'm walking 7.5K, I don't even know what glycogen is. I know what that is. I know what that is. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everybody's different. I'm just trying to I don't want to be wasting my time, Like, I'm walking, that's great. Like, bottom line, I think what I'm doing now is great. Yeah, well, it's what I have right now to work with. Like, even right now, I'm still walking because I wouldn't even be able to lift right now anyways, I don't think. Unless I get a gym membership. But I don't want to go to the gym, bro. Unless I get a gym membership, and I don't want to go to the gym, bro. I don't want to be around people trying to work out, be telling me how to do. I wouldn't even be able to work out because I'd be doing it wrong. And then people would be like, hey, let me show you how to do this. I'm just antisocial like that, I guess. But maybe not, because I've been trying to be better about that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's the idea of like paying to lift weights. Like, we got rocks over there we can lift. Yeah, that would be ideal. That would be ideal. Everybody's their own person, man. Not everybody's on the same journey I'm on. They would. All the Wes Watson wannabes at the gym, they'd be asking me how I grew this beard. And I'd just tell them, like, what's your guys' experience with bone conductive headphones? They don't actually go in your ear, but they rest like in front of your ear hole. What you guys have experience with those kind of headphones? Hair steroids? Not yet. We don't need them yet. What a random change of subject. Not really. Because right now I've got these JBLs headphones, like earbuds. These JBL earbuds. No, they've got... So when I worked in this particular factory, they had super high standards for safety, and we weren't allowed to not wear earplugs. So like, we had to wear earplugs, but if we wanted to listen to music, they sold like a $20 pair of like bone conductive. So you would put the earplugs in your ear hole, And then you could still listen to music because they had the bone conductive headphones, and they were like $20. And you can get some off Amazon for like $30, 30 USD. On Amazon. Well, it's probably more expensive for you. The ones that we would get from work were like 20. But the ones I found on Amazon, they have like the old school where they're connected, you know? And it wraps around the back of your head instead of the top. They have those for like 35. And then they have like the ones that kind of clip onto your ear and they like hug your ear individually. Those are like cheaper. But I was looking for the ones that kind of wrap around the back of your head. Yeah, dude. I wish that I would have wore earplugs when I went to the concert. Sometimes we would chew on paper and shove that in our ears just to muffle the noise. But yeah, I kind of have tinnitus sometimes. Like randomly, my right ear will start ringing and go deaf for a few moments. Okay, well, had a bunch of people leave. We're actually going to be walking by the Eagle again. We got a special encore. We did an extra lap. We'll go home, eat some breakfast. I think I got a few eggs. I got an avocado. Sprinkle some cayenne pepper on it. Yep. Two-time Tony Eagle. It looks like an Akita. They have alpacas or llamas or something, or sheep. It's a sheepdog. I would have showed it to you all, but couldn't really see it. Parasocial relationships, by the way. I just now got your joke. I read it out loud and I just now understood it. That's crazy. Adult man, by the way. Adult male, by the way. Man, you guys are cool for being here for so long. Just want to let you know, I appreciate ya. Appreciate y'all. No, I didn't get it. I was just reading your chat with enthusiasm. Imagine. That's crazy. Oh, I forgot to show. There's a Native American on the front, but you guys saw that. Probably. Cowabunga, Robert says. Thank you, Robert. Too bad it's going to the frauders who scammed me. Too bad that super chat is going directly to the frauders who scammed me. Too bad. Too bad they stole your super chat. They stole your super chat. They stole your super chat. Yeah, W for the scammers. W for the scammers. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for the super chat. Really do appreciate ya. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate ya. Thank you, Robert Cooper, for the super chat. Really do appreciate ya. Thank you for the super chat. Really do appreciate ya. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really do appreciate ya. It's random. The stream died a little bit ago. This is the third attempt. I started one, went 5 minutes, 2 viewers, no one was chatting. Canceled it. Started another one for about a half an hour. Nobody said anything but Dajoba. He said hi. And I canceled it. And then this is the third one. No, I didn't cancel it. Someone came for that one. You guys were here. And then the stream froze, so I created this one and I just randomly came up with the title and the poll. No, I didn't get scammed. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't get scammed. That was never my intention to make you believe I got scammed. That's just me saying things for a reaction. You get it? You get the joke? Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, maybe like back in 2008 or 2009, I could have gotten hacked with like the whole, you're on Facebook, you click on something and they ask you to log in. So you log in again. Like, I could have fallen for that kind of scam back then, but never would I ever fall for that kind of scam today. Get you the 2-time Tony Eagle combo, bud. Well, I did, and then Robert donated money to my scammer, the person who scammed me. So then my screech was kind of interrupted. Robert felt the need to donate to my scammer. Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you. Could steal a bike. School's out. They left their bikes. I could steal a bike. That's illegal. I could go to jail. When I was younger, there's this guy that would ride a bicycle around in this area, like not just my town, but like the surrounding towns. And he would ride his bike around breaking into people's houses. And they called him the Bicycle Bandit. Kind of like the Wet Bandits. They called him the Bicycle Bandit. And then our school cop, you know how like they've got like one cop at your school that's like the school cop. Well, it depends on where you live. You might have more than one, but we had one cop. And the rumor was that when he was younger, he was in pursuit of the bicycle bandit. And the bicycle bandit kicked him in the nuts and got away. Never seen BMX bandits. I'll screenshot that. The Barefoot Bandit. I've got that screenshotted too. I got it's all screenshotted, man. That's a cool game, isn't it? Rad. That roguelike. I was more hyped for it than when it actually came out. Once it came out, it was just kind of like, The mechanics and the controls are kind of sloppy. Check it out. Just like my story, he kicks him in the nuts and gets away. And then the cop goes and works at a high school later on. And then comes to the gas station you work at and is kind of drunk, going to a Christmas party. I worked at a gas station and he was off duty. He came to the counter buying Coke and he was already a little inebriated. Yeah, I'll check it out. And then my DARE officer, you know what DARE is? Drug Abuse Resistance Education. My DARE officer came in and bought a whole bunch of lottery tickets, and I was like, yo, don't you teach us not to gamble in DARE? And he's like a really big guy. He's cool. He's so cool. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For real. I ain't lying, bro. I don't lie. That's not one of my sins. I don't get down with lying. I'd rather look like an idiot telling the truth than to not be humble as a liar. You know, like that thing I was telling you earlier, I just say stupid stuff. Just like, I don't consider that lying. I just say that acting out. But like, I would legit, like, no shame, be disrespectful for laughs. That's what happens when you grow up watching Jackass and CKY and all that garbage. No, you can ask, because that's cool. You were shocked. Why are you apologizing, bro? Don't be like that. Don't be like that. You just took a cool, man. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish now. Make a wish now.